Welcome back to the Gobby Gaffer here at Hamburg over in Germany. And yes, we're back in the Bundesliga, but I'm not going to lie, it's not going very well at the moment. Although we are still keeping up with the board vision. They want to avoid relegation. And well, we're doing that with spades on at the moment. But we are in a bit of free fall. Let's have a look what's been going on. After that early season form, I'm not quite sure where it's all gone to, but Borussia Dortmund was the last game that we watched, and we lost that 4-3 in the dying minutes. And well, we've just done that again against Wolfsburg. We were 3-1 up in that game, and we drew it 3-3. But anyway, so after the Dortmund game, we played St. Pauli, our huge rivals, and it was away from home, a 1-0 loss. Not great for, results for the league, but for our fans as well. Not great at all. Bayer Leverkusen at home, 1-1. Not too bad. Obviously, we would like to get more of the 3 points, but against Leverkusen, they're a good side, and getting a point out of them was quite good. Couple of friendlies in there, and then we played Leipzig away from home. You probably would expect to lose that one. We did. 4-3. We're conceding goals at the moment by the bucket load. And then, like I say, Wolfsburg, a 3-3 draw. We looked good for the points in that one. We looked really good for the points. But all of a sudden, it was like as though a switch had been flicked and we couldn't pass the ball straight. We kept giving the ball away, and Wolfsburg came back, scored 2 goals. Again, one of them very, very late on in the game. I think it was about in the 92nd minute they got their equaliser, but not great. So today we've got 2 more away games. We're playing Stuttgart and Mainz 05. You see there, the league table not looking quite as attractive as it was. We're now down in 8th place, and we've got 27 points. So not ideal, really. The relegation places, 15 points. So we're well clear of that. But we do need to start putting points on the board, because if we don't, and this free fall continues, we will very quickly be sucked into that relegation area. To tell you about Benz Dardai is a Hungarian with German heritage, 3.5 star with 5-star potential, and he's only 18. I think this lad, when he settles in, will be an absolute superstar. He's got some great stats there for an 18-year-old, and we do need somebody in that playmaking department who can play a little bit further forward. Just to bolster the midfield in the ball-winning department, we've got 23-year-old Usame El Azouzi. Again, another half-decent player, 3.5 star with the potential to be 4. So the star rating of the team is coming up. A little bit worried about Hollaback now. 2.5 star with the potential to be 3.5 star. As a striker, we are signing him on a permanent basis as well. As a striker, I'm not really seeing an awful lot there. But this lad, the signings that we're making are raising the star rating of the team. Hopefully that will stand us in good stead. We can put 3 points on the board. I'm changing the formation because I'm not happy with how it's going, but we'll speak about that when I get in the dugout. So we are going to go to a 4-2-3-1. I'm not quite sure why we're conceding all of these goals. I think my keeper is a decent keeper. My centre-backs I am juggling a little bit now. I've been playing that young kid Koulibaly quite a lot there, but he's only on a 6.86, so not the greatest of stats. So Jekyll and Ramos are going to partner today. I'm kind of using the old adage that the best form of defence is attack. If we can get the ball up there and keep it away from them and create a load of chances. Although, to be fair, it's not a problem scoring goals. We just need to keep the ball out of the back of the net. But we do have 2 DMs on today, so I can only give it a go. Playing through the middle wasn't really working as far as conceding goals. Maybe this will keep us a bit tighter. I don't know. Answers on a postcard. Castile's in goal. Back four of Mahaim, Jackal, Ramos and Oliveira. Cordoba and Meffert are going to be the two holding players. The two wingers are going to be Farai and Claude Maurice, inside forward and inverted winger. Dardai is going to be the attacking midfielder, so you will get a chance to have a look at him today. And we're playing Gangham up top. You've not seen an awful lot of him, but I'm losing patience with Hollaback and the other lad, Uldrikis. I mean, he has scored 14 goals, but it's very infrequent, and I don't know. I'm kind of losing patience a little bit. Although I have to say, you do have to temper it with the fact that we are avoiding relegation this season. Well, that's the board's view anyway. Obviously, I want to do better. If we're not in the top half of the table, I'm grumpy, and nobody wants to see a grumpy gobby gaffer. Let's get this game underway. And as we get the game underway, Fry picks that ball up on that side. And I think I am probably going to stick with this formation now. The narrow formation didn't really seem to be working. We need to try something different. Gangham there, and very nearly got the rebound. Unlucky for the lad there. The ball headed forward, and Jackal just picks that one up. And like I say, I think we are going to carry on with this formation. Coming up to half an hour on the clock now, and we have had the better of the game. 3 shots, 1 on target, XG of 0.65. And we're just approaching half time. Stuttgart now, a ball forward, and Castiles does very well there to block that one. So can we keep this ball out of the back of the net, get them in the dressing room at half time, give them a bit of a pat on the back. We've done okay. Got to bear in mind we are away from home. Fry has picked up a knock, another injury. It's getting wearisome now, the number of injuries. And Fry there has pulled up, and unfortunately we are going to have to substitute Fry. So I'm just going to say I think your passing's been very good. We don't want to give him too much of a pat on the back. And Fry now, left-sided, I don't really know. I mean, this team's not really set up to play with wingers, so I'm not quite sure. I mean, Hollaback can play out there over that side. Everybody else is looking okay at the moment. I'm sure Hollaback, if he's got his shooting boots on, he can cut in off that wing and, grab a couple of goals for us. Stuttgart coming back into this game now in a big way. 6 shots, 2 on target. In the first half, they weren't really in the game. In the second half, they've really come back into it. And unfortunately, we only have one player forward who can't get his foot on the ball. And that very, very nearly sneaks inside the post. Swung into this near post. We do manage to get the ball away. And Cordoba there makes the block. And another block. And Hollaback, I thought Hollaback was on his bike then, unfortunately not. 21 minutes on the clock, and the last of my changes. Uldrikis has come up front as a target forward. Let's see if we can get the ball into him, and we get our first chance to look at Azuzi, who's come on as the ball-winning midfield player, and Benz as the DM. Towards the end of this game, as an attacking force, that stopped about half an hour ago. We've had 6 shots, 2 on target. The XG is quite poor, but it looks like we are going to come away with a point. We really need the 3, but we'll take a point at Stuttgart, I think. Teams have still yet to play. If the other teams, like for instance Hoffenheim, if they drop points, we have pulled ourselves up a little bit with that draw. Start getting these 3 points where we can, and Mainz 05 is one of the teams I would expect to beat. We're not going to beat the top teams, but certainly Mainz 05 is one of those we should be getting the points out of. We'll see you in the dugout. Well, welcome along to the 33,000 Mua Arena here in Mainz. And 1 or 2 changes again today, 1 or 2 injuries, so we are being forced into changes in the team, which I mean, it doesn't really help cohesion, but we have Castiles in goal, back four of Maheim, Jackal, Ramos and Oliveira. Cordoba and Meffert are the holding players. Back is coming in and starting as an inside forward on the left. We've got Gankam as an inside forward on the right. Dardai is the attacking midfielder and Uldrikis is the target forward. So we have all our strikers on the pitch today. I mean, please can we score a goal and not let any in? Pretty please. Highlight comes on 10 minutes. Castiles turns the ball. Was that round the post, over the top? But at the start of this game, Mainz 05, 13th in the league. So, I mean, another point in this game. I suppose it would be a good result if we could get it, but 3 would be even better. We have 3 strikers on the pitch. Coming up to half an hour played, and, well, we've not even got off the coach yet. We're doing absolutely nothing in this game whatsoever. And it's Mainz 05 now. Not the greatest of balls, playing it right back to their keeper, but I'm sure they're trying to draw us out of our positions. But Meffert does pick this ball up. Ganken back to Meffert, and Meffert could have put us 1-0 ahead, and it is a corner. And we are going to have to start scoring some goals. I've changed to this formation to try and get a little bit more attacking intent and to keep the ball up that end of the pitch. At the moment, not working. We have come back into this game. 3 shots, 2 on target, an XG of 0.45. To bend this round the wall. Oh, and that's unlucky, that. What? What happened there? Oh, my word. And I had a speech already made there. I mean, I was going to say he's going to have to bend this round because it's too near to dip it over the wall. But he did bend it round, and then the ball bounces back to Maheim. And actually, it looks like it was an own goal. So we do get a little bit of fortune there. As we all know, you need a little bit of fortune in games. I am going to say things are going well, but you're capable of even better. And that's got a blank look from, well, every single one of them. Second half is underway now. Everything is pretty even, apart from our XG, 1.32, compared to theirs, 0.33. At this moment in time, they don't look like scoring a goal. Minutes, and I made all my changes. Hollaback has now gone as a pressing forward up front, and Farai has come on the wing. And Theo as the attacking midfield player. Claude Maurice as the right winger, and Azuzi and Benz on as the DMs. 20 minutes of this game now to hold on. 7 shots, 3 on target, an XG of 1.32, and Farai whips this corner in, and unfortunately it goes over the bar. Get a foot on the ball. Good header out there by Ramos, and a well-directed header as well. Theo now coming away with this ball. Lovely ball out to Fry on this side. Fry coming back, he's on a fitness. He did get injured in that last game. Fry inside to El Azuzi. Azuzi to Benz. Can Benz put this in the back of the net? Yes, he can. And it looks like it's going to be a 2-0 win for HSV. And a lovely run by Farai, just come on the pitch, fresh legs, but is on a fitness, so we have to be a little bit aware of him. But oh, and he actually got a deflection, that one, so I'm not quite sure whether that will be given to Benz. It was on target, so probably will be. The last 10 minutes, I have gone to a cautious mentality now. Theo is going to chip this into the box. Can somebody get their head on this? It's at the back post. Oh, and El Azuzi there, really unlucky, and the ball just ends up in the keeper's arms. Finished the game really strongly. 14 shots, 5 on target. I think an XG of about 2.5, and we come away 2-0 winners. And as the lads get a really good pat on the back, we are 7th now. 20 games played, so what are we, just over halfway through the season? 31 points. If you gave me that now, I would definitely take it. In that game, and It's a 4-point episode, which it's not quite as good as a 6-point episode. But you know what? If we can do that for every on-camera episode, 4 points, I think that'll keep us nicely in that top half. I don't expect to get playoffs. Not this season. We need to strengthen the team. We need to get a formation that we're happy with, and we need to get players playing in it. And I think if we are going to play a winger system, I might have to bring some dedicated wingers in, because we really don't have any. We've got players who can play there, but it's not the preferred position. But anyway, not too bad an episode. It's always going to be a little bit hit and miss until we get ourselves established back in here again. And I mean, we need to be in Europe to start getting that money flowing in. So we need to be in Europe. If we could get a European place this season, that would be a massive bonus. I don't think this team is good enough really to get that, but we'll have to wait and see on that one. So I'm going to go and play a few games off camera now, and we'll be back very shortly. And let's hope we're in those playoff positions. Do you think we can do it? I don't really. I'm not that confident, but we do need that European football. We'll see you next time.